Well, hello there. Welcome back. So today's episode is going to be episode 105, Coal Digger. And I know you guys are going to be like, wait, you skipped one. And that's true, we did. We skipped episode 104, The Incident. And the reason is this. That first few weeks where I was hired for what was called a 3-day call, which means I was only supposed to be there for 3 days, help out Doug and John while John's knee was hurting him, and they had some heavy scenes, and so they bring in an extra person, and I happen to be that extra person. That extended for a little while longer, and then Doug got a little sick, so I covered him for a while, and that extended it even longer. So I ended up staying there for quite a little while, probably, I want to say, a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks, going through a decent amount of episodes. But there was a time when Doug and John came back and they're healthy, and I was gone for almost a week, probably. Almost a full episode, maybe 4 days out of it. And that episode happened to be the incident where we were, a decent portion of it was shot that week. Now, I told you guys earlier that those early days we were shooting everything out of order. And we were shooting pieces and parts. So there are scenes in the incident that I was there for, but just not enough that I think it would be a good full episode. And maybe sometime later we'll go back and revisit that and revisit the pilot and just, watch it and enjoy ourselves. But today we're going to start with episode 105, The Coal Digger. I remember this one from the lingerie because I feel like that was actually early within that first week or two that I was there that we picked up this scene and we were shooting it, because I remember I was actually a little nervous on set. I was covering set while Doug was doing something, I feel like, and it was kind of my first time really running a set all by myself. I had little backup, so and it was a bigger scene. It was the clothes continuity, which probably means nothing to most people, but it means something to me to be good at my job. So getting those clothes kind of in the back order so that as best you can to make that clothes basket look similar was the best we could do. So anyway, enough rambling, and let's get started with episode 104, The Coal Digger. I said 104. I meant episode 105. 105, The Coal Digger. Here we go. Starting to Jay and Gloria's.
Go, buddy. School time. Oh, and Gloria, if you want to get together with the girls later, I could just, watch the football game or something.
That means
the City
he wants
Herald
to watch a football game.
I'm not talking to you. What are you drinking coffee for, anyway?
It's my culture. I'm Colombian.
Oh, yeah? What part of Colombia are those French toaster sticks from?
Babe, I'm not sure about the game. The whole family is coming over for the barbecue.
It's today?
See.
It's the Ohio State game.
So everybody can watch.
I don't like watching the game with people who don't know the game. People talk.
You talking my football games?
For one thing, it's called soccer. Your team scored 2 goals all season. I'm not taking a big risk. How much of this did you drink?
Give me a break. I have to climb a rope today. Hey, Mom.
Ricos coffee. We did coffee early, but then we ended up moving to espresso. And you'll see throughout the series that Manny drinks espresso, and his espresso was chocolate milk. So that was what is in Rico's cup. Anytime that you see him drinking either coffee, but mostly when he was drinking his espresso was he liked chocolate milk. So that's what I put in there.
Can I have
Yeah, because you did.
For a week until we became the weird guys who gave everybody pickles. Oh, thank you, Marvin, for inviting us into your lovely home. Here, would you care for a sack of pickles?
Yeah, it was charming.
We were picklers, Mitchell. Okay, you know what? Fine. Stay home with your little jagged scissors. Maybe catch up on your scrapbooking.
Come, you love scrapbooking.
Did I, Mitchell?
Yeah.
Did I?
No, stop. Don't do the double question to prove a point thing. I hate it when people do that.
Do you, Mitchell? Do you?
Dude, and that was,
Lily.
again, that was all Eric right there. Just wonderful little improvisation. So good. So funny.
No problem. We'll be right here. Heard how she said that, right? Jace.
Jace.
She thought Luke was the weird one. Luke.
Jace, which is what everybody does on the set. Everybody has a Gloria or a Sophia impersonation in them. I can't even do it. I anytime that I talk about Gloria or I talk about Sophia, it's always in her voice and it's always with Jace, because we do Jace all the time. It was something that was near and dear to us, and I still love it. Even when I see her, I was on a few days on her new Netflix thing, which is going to be fantastic. And and as soon as you see her, it was like, how are you, Jace? You fall into it, and it's just this endearment, this just love, because she's so funny and she's so good. And a lot of that is that's not an affectation, that's her, and so so good.
Her kid gets his head stuck in the furniture, and Manny is the different
With a
one.
bad ankle, I don't know how he's gonna run his corner routes.
What did my boyfriend just...
Now those bags are actually branded, and they're cloth bags, which means that we either made them or we just took a chance and gave bags to them that had actual names on them. These bags over here, I'm sure we put our logo and graphic on, but cloth bags, that's odd for us, especially early on. We turn them inside out, maybe?
I heard what you said, and I thought...
Hey, you couldn't read them, so it's fine.
I should try to learn more about football.
The reason I say that is that you will see in most TV shows that either a bag, grocery bag, or any bag that somebody's carrying, it will either be branded with a fake label, a company that doesn't exist, or the company that was written and is made up for the story, or will have nothing on it, because you get into clearance issues. I can't put Walgreens on a bag and then put that into their hands. People, lawyers get very upset when you do that. So when you see bags, you will see them usually have either a fake name on them or have nothing at all. Or if you get into a jam, you'll see, and sometimes you'll notice this, you'll see stuff turned inside out, or Greeked, what we call Greeked, which is when you take it and you make the letters or the name indiscernible. We call that Greeking it.
Very mature of you.
I figure if football fans can learn it, how hard can it be?
That's very elitist of you.
I'm taking baby steps here, all right? I'm really looking forward to it. Because it's not just the game, it's the bands and the drama and the pageantry.
Don't forget about the team mascots.
They were ascots?
No, mascots with an M. That could have been very embarrassing. Okay. Am I straight?
I am not sure what you are right now.
Yeah.
We can learn so much from the children. But it seems kind of silly now. What you're
All the
fighting
food,
about, huh?
all the
I
drink,
made
these
Phone's
big
accent.
party scenes are just a lot of stuff that never gets touched, but is just there. But you don't understand how much kind of money goes into food and drink for scenes that aren't going to be. Like, obviously, for the scenes that are going to be eaten, there's even more that goes into it because you're getting multiples per plate. But those pies, we're never going to get touched. Cookies, and it's not a lot of money. I mean, you're probably going to go to Dollar General or Save On, unless it's food that the actors are going to eat. Then you're going to get a better product. Not that the products there or anything's wrong with them; they look fantastic. But if you're going to do a higher end food, because Jay and Gloria have more money than they're played as more money than middle class, so you're going to have the food there reflect that. That's going to be eaten. That's going to be close up. The background food that we have here looks perfectly fine, and it's going to do its job. But anything that's close up and it's going to be eaten has to look a little more expensive. But the amount of money and the amount of time that has to go through, both in setup and in throwing it away at the end of the day, because it's sat out all day, sometimes 2 days if it's a long scene and you're shooting the scene for more than one day, you keep it overnight and then you reset it out the next day. But there's a lot just for the background, there's a
What
lot
accent?
of money that goes
I made
into
fun
that.
of him for having the same thing for lunch every day. I made fun of him because his mom used to dig coal.
What?
He said you were a coal digger.
Okay, I think we can move on.
Who said I was a coal digger?
That's what my mom told me. What's a coal digger?
Sweetheart, you heard it wrong. It's gold digger.
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Well, I really do not think that I remember ever saying that.
Well, you said in the car, you said at Christmas, you said in the Mexican restaurant.
Okay, Mr. Leaves his sweatshirts at school every day, suddenly remembers everything. Thank you.
And it was all in my head, huh?
Oh, listen, Gloria, it was like a year ago before I knew you.
Nice going. Now my mom and my sister are fighting.
If I say something that everybody
All right,
else
so
is
there's
thinking,
two
"Yep,
types of
me and person."
interviews that we do on the show. One are called kind of formal interviews or just interviews, right? And those happen in three places, one per house. Happen in Jay and Gloria's living room when they're on the couch. They happen in Cam and Mitch's when they're sitting in the 2 chair, and that's a shot down the hallway. And they happen in Phil and Claire's house when they're sitting on the couch and they have the stairs in the background, right? So that's called a formal interview or just interview. And then there's the OTFs, which are called on the flies. And these happen usually in, I think, only 1 or 2, maybe 3 areas over the course of the show. This is far and away the most popular. This is where it happens the most. These OTFs would be the Dumpy Kitchen Table. I think Cam and Mitch once did one in front of the sink in the kitchen. We did an OTF there, but I think we only did it once and we just kept them more formal and sitting there. And I don't think there was ever a Jay and Gloria OTF interview. As we progress along, where maybe I'll know and remember, and I'll point it out if I see it. But yeah, when we're talking about interviews, those are what we're talking about. Either the formals, which were everybody sitting in their houses in their specific spots, or the OTFs, which are most of the time just at this kitchen table. Probably with a few exceptions that we'll see going forward.
Or does it make me a brave person? One who is courageous enough to stand up and say something behind someone's back to a 10-year-old.
Well, she's pissed.
Yeah, she wouldn't even come out of her room.
Did you really have to call her that?
We'll have to take a look here just real fast. There's the right there is the ever-present fruit thing that Bags hates, but as you can see, it's not on the island anymore. It's been moved to the background. But Josh, who was our on-set dresser, was excellent at his job. One of the best I've ever seen. He was very good, and so he was always changing things around so it would look different, which, a lot of people don't notice. They won't notice that, things in a house move. The stack of cups wasn't here the last time for the last episode we did. It was more over here, and the fruit basket was here. And now it's deep in the back. You know what I mean? So he did a great job. And Bags did a nice job with the flowers in the foreground here. Just really excellent work, that people don't get to notice a lot.
One who is courageous enough to stand up and say something behind someone's
So yeah, that is probably not the cast's favorite scene. Nobody likes to, get wet at night. That's on location. That's not on a stage. That's actually at the Jay and Gloria house in the pool. I'm sure the pool was heated, but it's never warm. And also, it's a horrible reset if you don't get it done in the first take, in one take. It's a horrible reset for costumes. It's a horrible reset for hair and makeup because you have one of 2 choices. You put everybody back in a van and take them back to dressing rooms, which were actually moved probably a mile away. They were down the street and on a different street. We would line up hair and makeup and everybody's dressing rooms there. And then you had to dry everybody off. They had to get into a fresh set of wardrobe, matching wardrobe, and then have to go through hair and makeup all again. So you're talking about a huge, long reset, and it can really take, an hour and a half, depending. So you really want to kind of get that in one. And I don't remember. I assumed we get that in one. I mean, the other thing is everybody has a dressing room up on set, and or they have a room that they can change up on set, but that never happens. You don't have that many rooms. I mean we get what, 10 casts there. Nobody has that many rooms available so that everybody can go into the separate place and have privacy. So it was everybody probably going back to the dressing room. So I assume we got that in one, or close enough to one, where we didn't need everybody dry tumbling in again. I can't remember. I don't think we did it in pieces. I think we just stepped back and just let it all happen. And, our cast is good, doesn't drop lines. And if by some chance they did, they amazing improvisers. So I feel like we got that all in one. But yeah, those type of scenes, the reset, rough.
Blitz, a snap, fumble. The ball
Oh,
is
come
loose.
on. How could he fumble that?
Center blew the snap.
You know what? I hate that. I played center, and I always got blamed for a quarterback's clumsy hands.
Well, I was a quarterback, and it was probably your fault.
It's impossible to fumble the ball.
That was
when the
Ryan.
quarterback
Ryan
has
Case was the
proper
editor
hand
on this one.
placement.
It's weird to think of a woman being sexually attracted to Dad.
No, you want to hear weird? Cam said he'd pick up Dad at a gay bar.
Oh, how did that come up?
I'm really trying to block it out.
As far as I'm concerned, Mom and Dad had sex 2 times.
Agreed.
Okay, get your hands up there and like you're lifting me off the ground. Be one with me, Jay. There you go.
Do you want to get something to eat?
I am never eating again.
Just snap the damn thing.
Perfect. That one kind of hurt.
We had good tags. We really did. We really did. So that was Cold Digger. It was a good episode, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What was your favorite line? Did you like the episode? What was your favorite scene? If you didn't like the episode, let me know why. Also, if you like what we're doing here, maybe think about liking, subscribing, and we'll just keep trying to bring you more great content. But thank you. I had a great time. I hope you guys did too, and we will see you next time. See ya.